Welcome to the Canadian Orchid Congress Educational Series. In this video, you will learn how to turn your PowerPoint presentation into an MP4 video. My name is Jan Johns. I'm the second Vice President of the Canadian Orchid Congress. I'm also an active member of the Ottawa Orchid Society. Currently it's Vice President, and while I only have 60 orchids in my collection, I am fascinated by these beautiful plants, and I love to learn more about them. I've included a terms of use statement for this video. This tells you how you can use it only as a non-commercial educational tool. So why should you create a video in the first place? Well, quite frankly, PowerPoints without presenters really aren't much fun. At a meeting, if you're away, you have a video you can show, or perhaps you don't have a speaker, or your speaker couldn't make it in this dreadful weather we sometimes have in Canada. In addition to which, you can use it at a show. You can show a video to educate the public with very little oversight. If you are a seasoned presenter, you might want to create a summary of your live presentation so people know what to expect. I'm assuming that you have a PowerPoint that's ready to go. But before you begin, there are a few things you should make sure you have. First of all, make sure that your PowerPoint application can export to video. Just go up to File, Export, and see if Create a Video is there. You should also prepare an introductory slide with your information and the date. You may want to include a terms of use slide as well. Please confirm that you have permission to use the photographs in your presentation, and add those photo credits and references at the end of the presentation and your contact information just in case somebody needs to get in touch with you. Now it's time to prepare your narration. First of all, write a short introduction about yourself and what you intend to accomplish with this video. Then write a short script for each subsequent slide. Please note that this is not like a live presentation where you can talk as you're switching slides. Each little sound bite is attached to each particular slide. There'll be a gap in between. So please make sure the script is about that slide. Now you're ready to go. Make sure you practice because that makes perfect. When you are narrating, speak clearly and confidently, try not to rush, and try not to read your notes. That can sound really quite stilted. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top menu where the arrow is, and you'll see a tab that's labeled Slideshow. When you click on that, you're going to choose the Record Slideshow, and from the drop-down menu, choose Record from the beginning. Now you'll see this slide. This is your dashboard which you're going to work with. Let's look at some of the features. At the top in the middle, you'll notice that if you have notes in your PowerPoint, you can see them from here. You want to check your video and microphone settings. That's quite important. You'll see two arrows that allows you to move forwards and backwards in your slideshow. Remember that while you're moving, you should not be speaking. Make sure the narration is linked to each slide. You may see a picture of yourself right down here in the bottom right. If you do, that means your camera is on, and we would strongly suggest that you turn off the camera. This adds a lot of size to the video, and it'll be big enough already. You can also, which is a nice feature, choose a pen or a highlighter with color here, and if you have a blank screen, you could draw or write if you're good at that. Finally, you're ready to record. So go to the top left-hand side and click on Record. An excellent feature is the replay button. Here, you can listen to the recording you just made, and if you don't like it, you can simply clear it on that individual slide. You don't need to start right at the beginning because you can re-record right on the slide itself. When you're finished, all you do is click on your dashboard and then remember to save your file. you've saved your file, you're ready to make the video. Choose File, Export, and create a video. There are two drop-down menus. In the first one, choose Standard Size, 480p, or your video is going to be far too large to manage. In the second one, choose Use Recorded Timings and Narrations. Your video will automatically add the recordings that you just made. It really does take some time to process this, so be very patient while your video gets processed. Now you have your video, here are a few final notes. This presentation was done using Microsoft PowerPoint 2016. Make sure you're using a PowerPoint that has a video capability. If you want to change your presentation or rearrange it, you may have to clear all previous timings and narrations and begin again. It's best to save various versions with file extensions. A date is often very useful. And as we've mentioned before, the MP4 files are very large. If you have a longer presentation, you could split it into two parts. We suggest that 20 to 25 slides should be the maximum that you use. And you will need a way of transferring them other than email using a file sharing process. If you need help, feel free to email me. We look forward to seeing your videos.